So recently, China and Vietnam signed a deal as Xi visit Hanoi in the midst of U.S. tariff, and I want to share this with you because I think it's going to be very important, especially for businesses. So hear me out. So Xi Jinping recently starting to visit Vietnam more than ever, and here's the reason why. So first, I want you to understand that right now with the tariff tax, a lot of goods from China right now are not moving into the United States. They have to hold it off on the ship, and there are at least hundreds of millions of dollars worth of goods that are stuck in the ports right now due to the 105% tariff tax. And I want you to understand that when these are stuck, the the manufacturers have no money to pay for their employees. And the longer this sit, the more people are gonna get laid off from their job in China. And as you know that a lot of, I think close to about 300 to 400 billion dollar worth of export are from China to United States. So China is selling every single year at least a few hundred billion. So right now, completely everything is stopped. So that means Chinese government won't be able to sustain the economy collapse if these are happening. And that's why the visit from China, like China leader Xi to Vietnam is crucially important, and here's why. So first I want you to look at the map between China and Vietnam. So China has a sea line right here. Same with Vietnam. It's another door right here. And just think of it this way. So let's say right now the tariff is between US and China, right? And Trump already paused the tariff on the rest of other country. So as you can see, perhaps, and Vietnam is a really good negotiator, perhaps if Trump gonna give them Vietnam 0% tariff tax, I promise you a lot of goods gonna go like this, around this way, and they're gonna support and export from Vietnam to the US. And that is the reason why she came over to the neighbor to talk about this deal. And they talk about trade. So why I share this with you, because remember, everything in America are made in China. So Trump will let Vietnam pass on these taxes. There's gonna be still some taxes on it, but it's gonna be significantly lower because Trump have no beef with Vietnam. So it's still better for Chinese to export their good over to Vietnam and then from Vietnam to America, as the tax bracket is like day and night. Okay? And remember, we're gonna have holiday season coming too, and we all gotta buy some stuff. And so my expectation here, my point here is number one, is that the goods eventually gonna flow down to Vietnam's, and there's gonna be a lot more manufacturers that behind the scene is Chinese manufacturers, but up front is gonna be made in Vietnam. And Vietnam gonna be exporting a lot of goods to America. And again, Trump, all they want is they want Chinese company and the government down like this, okay? Down like this. So Trump have no beef with Vietnam, so expect the war perhaps continue, but I want you guys to perhaps expect to be sourcing from Vietnam eventually. And that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Again, these are just my conspiracy, and let me know what you guys think.